if his mind's not in the right place, his money's also not going to be in the right place. Now,
I'm taking this down. Oh, no hesitation, bro. As soon as I see her, wood is up.
Now, Australian Aboriginals are the oldest indigenous culture in the world. Do you know why there's so few of them?
Yes.
We committed a genocide.
Why were we able to do that? Why were we able to do that?
What are you implying?
I'm just asking you the question.
Are you implying because we're better?
No.
What are you implying?
We were technologically far more advanced. That's what I'm implying. What's not clear about that?
She was talking bad, bro. She was talking so much. What happened?
But you're saying...
I'm saying we were technologically more advanced. Would you
So you're saying we're
that?
superior to Australian Aboriginals?
That's quite the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm not saying we were superior. I'm saying we were technologically more advanced.
So how is that the opposite?
Superior implies a moral quality. I'm not making any moral implication. You seem to be. But what I'm saying is...
I think most people would hear it that way.
No.
Again,
they wouldn't.
You're a very intelligent man. How would most people hear that?
Most people would hear what I'm saying for what I'm saying, which is...
Don't think they would.
My mother's South America, and I have indigenous heritage. I don't see it that way.
So what's the point of this question then?
The point of this question is...
Is because we came in with our better gendered binaries, and therefore we were able to kill them.
This is going to work a lot better if you just hear the point I'm making instead of getting...
I really cannot understand what it could possibly be other than we are better.
Well, let me explain it to you what it could possibly be. And,
what's it got to do with the gender binary?
Your argument... We're just talking about the argument, and you seem to get quite heated about this, which is completely unnecessary. You think it's necessary?
I'm a bit stunned by what you're implying.
No, you're acting in a kind of passive aggressive.
She got one of those faces that you could just bang in the head, just one of them ones where it's just like straight up, just a quick gone.
Aggressive way, which indicates that you're not happy.
I genuinely am being 100% authentic. My visceral reaction. To a white man sitting and saying to me, and why were we able to commit genocide on them? And then just pausing.
Yes.
Is very visceral to me.
Well, let's go back. First of all, it's interesting that you brought up my skin color because I thought that was the exact opposite of the point you're trying to make in the book. But anyway, let's come back to the argument.
You haven't read my book, so you wouldn't know what the point is.
You said that the point of your book is it's all about you can't say this as this person and whatever. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
You're very reductive. I thought you were a lot more intellectual than this.
Bro, I can't lie. This woman just needs to put a tape over her mouth immediately, bro. What is she even saying at this point?
I think this is very revealing, but let's come back to the argument. The argument you were making was that the Aboriginal society and other indigenous societies, as you call them, were more human because whatever reason, and they were therefore models for emulation for us.
I don't think I said more human. I said there is something fundamentally human.
You said more human. Yeah.
There's something fundamentally of how humans are before there's a whole heap of religious imposition and a whole heap of totalitarian imposition.
So she said something, he repeated it, and then she said, I didn't say that. Okay. This is how you argue with a woman. You don't. You literally don't. That's how you argue with a woman.
That's what I'm saying. I think we can learn a lot from indigenous societies. I don't think you can say there's fewer of them, therefore they don't count.
That's not what I said.
When they were...
I didn't say they don't count. What I said is if 99% of a population, if 99% of pandas eat bamboo shoots, it's fair to say that eating bamboo shoots is the standard panda behavior. It's the more panda behavior than the 1% or the 0.1% they eat dog turds for a living.
It says here that this feminist wrote a book where she encourages people to talk openly about taboo topics like race, gender and cancel culture without fear or defensiveness. Which is ironic considering how defensive she got here and how quick she was to point out that he was a white.
That's what I'm saying, because woman, I tell you guys this all the time, bro. Vine boom sound effect. Oh my God. Listen, women do what they feel is right in the moment and what their heart and their head and their mind and their body is telling them to do. If they're in a happy relationship, but in the moment they're upset with their relationship and I'm around the corner, they are going to sleep with me. I'm sorry, I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's what's gonna happen. The next day, they're gonna go back on their word. Oh, I wish I never slept with him. I wish I never done this. It's the same thing about her book. In the moment, she felt that she wants to make a book where people can openly talk about this and not get abused and not get like whatever, right? Nothing bad happens to them. But then when it gets thrown at her, she's getting defensive. She's going against her book. Because the next day, the day after they write that book, they don't care about that book no more. They don't feel the same way. Women act on emotions. I love women so much though. Like, I'm a girl's boy.
It's lucky that he's a lot quicker and smarter than a donut who can't practice what she preaches.
I have never attracted any 50 because 50-50 men are so scared. They're like, she's gonna eat me alive. And yes, I will eat you alive. I feel like they're scared to ask for 50-50. Because if they say 50-50, I'll be like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I got it. I'll pay for both of us, but you'll never see me again. But I'll pay, and then he'll learn a lesson forever to never ask a girl for 50-50.
I'm gonna sleep with this woman. I'm gonna get her to pay for the hotel room. I'm gonna get her to pay for my lunch. And then I'm never gonna see her again. Oh my God, that's the best method on earth.
To me, it doesn't matter how good a woman looks. Entitlement is one of the most unattractive traits a woman can have.
What's your favorite candy?
That's true.
Most candies without gelatin in it.
Name one.
Nerds, Sour
Nate,
Patch
just name
Kids,
one.
Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, those aren't vegan.
Oh, fuck off, you muppet.
Russia?
They are vegan, are they not? Sour Patch manufactured in the US is 100% vegan. Yes, in the US, Sour Patches are vegan. In the UK, Sour Patches are not vegan. She sounded American, right?
One.
Nerds, Sour
Nate,
Patch
just name
Kids,
one.
Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, those aren't vegan.
Oh,
Sorry, I've clicked that one too many times on accident. Wow. So it just goes to show that like I keep telling you guys, the general population of human beings are just autistic, bro. Even me, sometimes about certain topics that I don't know of, I will sound autistic. That's why I don't speak about certain topics. She is a vegan talking about those aren't vegan.
Russian versus American girls. Do you cook at home?
Да. Но если он будет часто хотеть, то я буду ему часто готовить.
I like that. Привет.
No.
Да. Особенно парню я всегда готовлю обязательно. И мне нравится, в принципе, для любимого человека готовить. Ну, он спортсмен, соответственно, я готовлю что-нибудь с курицей обязательно.
I do probably like twice or 3 times a week. Да, конечно.
You look like you cook a lot more.
Картошечка. Запеченная картошечка. Как же без мяса? Мужчину нужно кормить только
Should
мясом.
only eat meat. Oh my, she knows method. Oh my God. I need me one of these.
Like twice a week.
I say like every week.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like once.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Конечно. Обязательно. Каждый день. Завтрак, обед, ужин.
Really value health, so being able to make my own food, knowing where it's sourced from.
Конечно, очень люблю это дело. Готовлю часто, потому что у меня муж ребенок.
Just notice how not one of those high-calorie American women or woke-looking women mention the husband. And I wonder why.
If you wouldn't date a shorter guy, then that's judging someone based on height.
Well, would you date a bigger girl?
No, because it could change your weight.
Oh, that's fair.
At least she's...
We need to give that lesson to every girl because she's the most intelligent girl I've seen in my life. He did not want to touch Bonnie Blue with his bare hands.
Let's introduce you to the audience.
Okay.
You must already know her, but phenomenal lady, and she got a phenomenal watch for the wrist. Solid gold, Lady Day.
A bracelet in front or behind?
However you like.
She's the queen of the streets 2024, so I don't know how much money he's making.
Man had gloves on and everything.
Phenomenal lady. She's the opposite of that.
A strong man carries himself. A truly strong man carries himself and others. Nah, he's bolo. You see what he did?
Yeah, and a smart man picks a stronger woman.
What the hell do you mean a smart man picks a stronger woman? Who the hell do you want? Who do you want in that position? You want a lady on steroids or something? I'm confused. Sometimes, I don't know. Clapping for myself, but choosing to leave my 10-year marriage because the unknown seems better than settling out of familiarity, safety and comfortability.
Stop it.
Yeah, 2 years she's done for. Personally, I just kicked the ball straight in the goal. That's just me. That's funny, I can't lie.
She'd definitely just kick it in the goal, but it'd be her own goal, because that's what women's football's all about.
Yo, we can't even let women joke anymore, chat. Women can't even have like a little funny moment to themselves anymore. Everything's gotta be serious. Stuff like this kind of pisses me off because those are mistakes that they made in individual games. If this is all in the same game, okay, it would look bad. These are all individual games that individual woman made a mistake from, right? And you just compiled it and made it so every single woman looks bad. Yeah, I know I'm a girl's boy and I know women aren't that good at football, but it's like we can't be violating them like this every day. Really? Give them a break.
Every woman should be able to do 11 push-ups, regular push-ups.
On the knees, okay?
No.
Oh my God.
But listen, you can build up to that. I used to...
Every woman? Yo, you know some men can't even do 10? You guys know that, right? Some men genuinely can't even do 10 to 12 push-ups. And you want women to do 11. But then men are supposed to be stronger than women. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
One moment. What's up?
What's on your mind right now?
Huh?
What's on your mind right now?
Nah, I'm trying to, because this guy, he asked for two double whoppers.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
That's what's on your mind right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be some money. That's what's on your mind right now?
Yeah.
It needs to be some money.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's a fake black woman, by the way. She's Asian. It needs to be some money as if he's not working. What a loser.
Mocking people who get paid minimum wage to work at fast food places, you ignorant cunt.
Just is with this guy because he makes a lot of money.
Your boyfriend is, of course, a millionaire. He's literally one of our greatest friends. He's one of my brothers. If he wasn't making all that money, would you actually still be with him?
No.
Really?
No.
Why is that?
Well, because I think if he wasn't making money and
fake.
if he was broke,
fake,
right?
bro.
The qualities, the characteristics, the behaviors, the mindsets, and the habits of a man who is broke are very different compared to a man that's making money.
Facts.
Now, I'm not saying that
She's not
money
lying.
makes the man,
Yeah.
but I am saying that the trials and the tribulations that man had to endure to acquire a lot of money is what makes him.
Exactly.
Right? So
Oh
if his
my
mind's
days.
not in the right place, his money's also not going to be in the right place. Now, a
I'm taking this down. Oh, no hesitation, bro. As soon as I see her, wood is out.
lot of people would probably not agree with me. Like, oh my God, she's a gold digger then, right? Like, she just is with this guy because he makes a lot of money. No, if you were to ask me, okay, but would you still be with your man if he ended up losing it all?
Yeah.
Then the answer would be yes. Because if he had acquired it once before, he's already gone through the lessons.
He can do it again.
He can do
it
it
again. Easy. 10 times
Me, and
easier.
I'm by his side. I'm gonna make sure he gets that shit
he's gonna
tenfold.
make
Exactly.
Yeah, she's cheating on him as well, by the way. I'm just saying that. Like, she'll say all of that, but she'll still cheat on him.
I get what she's saying, but not every broke man has a weak mindset. There's a lot of men that have always had that same mindset, even when they were broke.
Alright, Araco TV, shut up. Big man thing, bro.
They
Stop
just didn't have the
speaking, bro.
opportunity.
Shut
But the thing
up,
is with
man.
women is they don't
For
want
one
to be there when you're struggling,
second,
when you're
bro.
on the journey. They only want to be there where it's comfortable and you get to the destination. And it's easy.
Alright, Araco, don't shut up. That was your spitting right there. That makes
Easy
sense.
for them to say, oh, I'd stay with my man if he lost everything when he's got everything. But if he actually loses everything, that's a completely different matter. And a lot of them will not stay.
4 years before she cheated. 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Why does he have a white dad? Tough.
That's what I'm talking about!
I don't like when men only get into the gym and get bolo after the girl broke their heart. Because in reality, you're giving that girl so much power. You lot don't understand it, but in the girl's mind, she's like, damn, like I really messed him up that bad. I've seen women say that live in the flesh, like, nah, I messed him up bad. What? But at the same time, they are sad because you're doing better without them. But it's like, you gotta get rich first, I can't lie. It's an evil world we live in.
Just get up and walk away. Who the would want to be a part of any of that? That looks weird.
You wasn't giving any attention to me. So
Aquaman?
In my mind, I was giving you all my time.
But you wasn't.
Do you feel like you're being blamed for her cheating?
That's exactly what's happening. You're saying, I wasn't giving you time. I wasn't giving.
Maybe it's because he hasn't fixed his teeth yet. Maybe if he fixed his teeth, she would have showed some more respect to him.
That's an excuse. Excuse.
Maybe if he like cut his hair as well.
Attention to me.
Shut up if she cheats.
She belongs to the streets.
Both their hair looks exactly the same, just one is shorter and one is longer. You don't need to redo your whole hair thing, bro. And why is she holding this bear that you get after you end up in the hospital, bro? Also, if you don't subscribe, you like men.